said Israel does have open investigations. Are you satisfied with the way Israel conducts these investigations?
I'm not ready to offer an assessment on that at this point because the investigations are ongoing. I think it's appropriate to wait for their conclusion. If there are investigations that conclude that we don't think have been conducted appropriately, and we don't think there has been justice when there ought to be justice, and we have the ability to make that assessment ourselves, we will absolutely stand up and say it, but the investigations are ongoing right now. We can't offer that kind of conclusion at this point.
Will there be any consequences if you are not satisfied?
That gets into a hypothetical that's several steps down the road. We haven't even gotten to the point of that sort of finding yet, so I'm not going to engage with that.
Just one more on this in accusations. The ICC accuses Netanyahu and Gallant of causing extermination, starvation of civilians as a method of war, deliberately targeting civilians. Do you think those things are not happening in Gaza?
We don't. We have made clear that there have been steps that we wanted Israel to take to improve the delivery of humanitarian assistance that for a time they weren't taking. Now, they often will come up and present objections and say they're trying to prevent, for example, military items from getting in or dual-use items that can be used for the military to get in. They will say that they have restricted movements in certain areas because it is an area where the military is operating. They don't want to put humanitarian actors at harm's way. Whatever the case may be, there have been a number of times we've made clear that their actions weren't good enough and we needed to see improvements. And you've heard the president say that, you've heard the secretary say that, and more importantly, you've seen the president and the secretary get involved to bring about a change in behavior on behalf of the Israeli government, and we've seen that change. So the fundamental bottom line reality is that we have seen food get in, water get in, medicine get in, not enough, but we have seen a trend line where it is improved.
Are you satisfied with the amount of humanitarian aid getting into Gaza?
We have seen an improvement, but until people in Gaza are not hungry, until they have enough to eat, enough to drink, medicine, shelter, we will not be satisfied, and we won't stop pushing for more. Absolutely.